Hi and welcome to this tutorial. This tutorial is the first in a series about how to create your own GPS location-based game. In this episode we will deal with accessing your GPS data. So the first thing we should do is create a C# script, and you can call it whatever you want to. I'm gonna call it GPS location. Okay, then open it. And I'll be using MonoDevelop, but you can of course use Visual Studio if you want to. And I'll be creating two float variables, one for the latitude and one for the longitude, and make them public. Okay, so now we need to initialize our GPS location service, and this is best done in a coroutine because initialization takes a certain amount of time. So I'll be making it a private coroutine. Let's call it get location. And you can initialize the location service by typing input dot location dot start. So now we started the service, and now we have to wait until the location server status is running. So we can create a while loop and let this while loop run until the status has changed. So we'll be typing input dot location status is equal to location server status dot initializing. And we don't have to check this every millisecond, so we'll just type a wait function for about half a second. So return new wait for seconds 0.5. Okay, and after this is finished, we can set the latitude and longitude values equal to the received location. Data and latitude, and we can just copy this. Oops. Okay, and after that we can break out of the coroutine, so yield break. And since we want the latitude and longitude values to update as frequently as possible, we can copy this code and put it into the update function. Okay, now we have to start the coroutine. We can do this in the start function. So we'll just type start coroutine, and how do we call it? Get location, get location. Okay, nice. Now on mobile devices you have to ask the user for permission to use the GPS, and we can do this by typing an if statement in front of the coroutine and have it say input.location is enabled by user. And this will also stop the coroutine from running if you're using a PC device that does not have GPS data. Okay, that's about it for the script now. Now we can try to visualize the data by creating a text in the scene. So we go to UI text and let's center the text, increase the size, and font size, I don't know, 25 maybe. Okay, and now we have to get the text to display the location and so the latitude and longitude data. So we go back into our script, and now we have to create a public text variable, but to do that we have to use the Unity engine's UI system. Okay, so then we use the public text, let's call it GPS text, and we can have it update in the update function. So GPS text dot text is equal to latitude plus the value plus longitude plus the value, so long. Okay, and if we want them displayed in separate lines, we can create a \n to create a new line. Okay, this should be enough. If you want to, you can create new floats for height and maybe a double for the time, and input location also has function for those, but the height function is rather inaccurate, so I wouldn't recommend using it. Okay, so save it, go back into the scene, and let's attach it to the main camera. Oops. Seems the name is wrong. GPS location. Okay. Okay, good. And then let's attach text. Okay, as you can see, it is working, but it displays 0, and that's because I'm using a PC with no GPS data. If you run this program on a mobile device, it will show your location. Just remember to change your build settings to Android. Okay, and that's it for the first episode.